I've seen a lot of VIP Kid teachers saying they've been with VIP Kid for over a month, maybe 2 months, and they still don't have bookings. If you're one of those people, then stick around because I have some tips for you. I recently had someone message me saying that they've been with VIP Kid for over a month and they still were struggling with booking. If you're in that situation, the response that you may be getting is be patient. It'll eventually happen. And while that's true, you do need to be patient because it will happen. There's also a few things that you can do while you wait patiently. The first thing you should do is make sure that you've covered all the basics. This includes making sure that you have a great profile picture, one that pops but is still professional. Make sure that you have a good intro video. Make sure that it's fun and it catches the kids' attention as well as the parents. Talk about your education so the parents want their kid to have you as a teacher. And then third, make sure that you have a good bio. You can run it through Google Translate to make sure that it sounds okay in Chinese, but I would recommend also doing it in Baidu. Maybe it's Badu. I looked it up and I found both pronunciations, so I'm actually still unsure of how to pronounce it. I believe this is the translator that VIP Kid uses, so if you use that one, then it translates it slightly different than Google Translate, and you might get a better idea of what the Chinese parents are seeing if you use that translator instead. The second thing that you can do is to be open. I've said this in previous videos. Make sure that you are open and available for parents and students to book you when they want to. In the beginning, or if you are 2 months in and you're still struggling with booking, you may want to check your schedule and make sure that you're not just opening an hour or 2 hours every day. Open all of the PPT time slots. You're just going to have to be flexible in the beginning. After you start getting students and parents following, then you can start being a little bit more picky with the times that you want to teach. And another tip is to make sure that you have followers. Go on the app, on the page that has your picture at the top, your profile. Right underneath your picture, you'll see a little flower symbol and a number beside it. That number is the amount of students or parents that are following you. And the higher the number is, obviously, the more likely you already have bookings. I wouldn't sweat it though, because I honestly didn't have over 100 followers until almost the end of my 6-month contract. And by 3 months, I was getting booked 2 weeks in advance. If you've covered both of those things, the basic things, then let's move on to how you can really market yourself. The third thing you can do to promote yourself is a virtual field trip. This is VIP Kid's new way of marketing yourself. You can make videos on pretty much any topic you want to, whether it's the holidays or sports or cooking, food, entertainment, landmarks near you would be a great one. Maybe even a special job that you get to do or something that you get to volunteer with. You send the video clips in to VIP Kid, and all of the video clips combined should be about 7 to 11 minutes. You don't have to worry about editing it. The VIP Kid people will do that for you. And the best part is you get $40 to $60 for each video. The fourth way you can market yourself is to do VIP Kid Bedtime Stories. The bedtime stories are a voice recording. All you have to do is make sure that the story you're reading is going to be appropriate for ages 5 to 12 and obviously for English learners. You do have to send in not only a voice recording and an MP3 file, but you have to type out the story and send in a document as well. So I would recommend not to do a very long story. The fifth way that you can promote yourself is to get on Chinese social media. The most popular one I've heard is Weibo. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's like the Chinese Twitter. Personally, when I was in China, QQ is what my students wanted me to have so that we could stay in contact. It's more like an instant messenger. These messaging apps are probably better if you've already made a connection with your students, maybe on Weibo or someplace else. Number 6 is take some workshops. VIP Kid always offers wonderful workshops every month, and I try to take at least one every time they offer some. It's good to just refresh yourself and get new ideas. And they have one particular one on marketing yourself. I took that a couple months ago when it first came out, and I actually learned some good tips. They talked about the virtual field trip on there. And if you have any other questions, then you can ask the person teaching the class. And I'm sure as new information on marketing yourself comes out, that they will present it in that class. So I highly recommend taking some classes, not just the Marketing Yourself one, but many others that they offer, because it just makes you a better teacher. And once you get those bookings, your students will want to keep coming back to you. Hopefully one of these ideas will really help you. You'll be able to implement it and you'll see an increase in your bookings. I personally did the bedtime stories. I can't tell you for sure whether it was because of the bedtime stories that I saw a jump in my classes, but I know that other people have definitely had success with it. Good luck getting more bookings and happy teaching.